Hi guys, it's Matt with BleepinJeep.com, and today I wanted to go over how I narrowed the front end of my Jeep. I've got a lot of questions on that in the past, and so I can't really show you how to do it because I've already done it, but I'll try to go over how I did it. Basically, I've been pretty busy here lately with non-Jeep related stuff, so haven't been making as many videos as I'd like to, but I'm still getting one out there a week. I think that's probably going to be better for me to do one a week instead of two a week, because it gives me more time to make a better quality video. When I'm trying to do two a week, I tend to rush it, and people started asking why you're not as funny as you used to be in your videos. And I think when I thought about it, it really came down to I was just trying to make too many too fast, and that made me rush through everything. So I'm going to try and come back to one video a week and take my time, do a little better job for you guys, and hopefully you'll enjoy it and share the YouTube channel with your buddies. So this is my crawler Jeep. As you know, I did the zombie Jeep. I got rid of that, and so now I've got this crawler Jeep, and I've got kind of a daily driver Jeep right now. And I'm looking to start a new project here pretty soon, which is going to be the Scorpion crawler, if you've been following. I'm still debating whether I want to use that daily driver to do that, or if I want to just get another Cherokee and start all over. Basically what I'm going to do is take parts and pieces from this and scrap the rest, and put the good stuff on a new Jeep, and it's going to be completely like half buggy, half Cherokee, so lots of tube work. Probably won't even look like a Cherokee when I'm done with it, but that's the goal. And hopefully I would like to get a JK here eventually pretty soon, and start doing some things on a JK as well, so stay tuned for that. Alright, so let's get to it. Like I said, I'm going to show you how I comp cut this, so come over here and check it out. Alright, I said comp cut. I don't know why I said that, but this is actually a dovetail, or what I would call a dovetail on the front end. Usually you do a dovetail on the back, but this is for the front. Basically, you know, if you're used to looking at a Cherokee, this piece comes out and it just comes straight out right here. So the corner used to be about right here. And I've narrowed it on both sides, probably 6 to 8 inches, something like that. And I really enjoy that because it allows me to get around obstacles and you know, through narrow places and trees without having to back up and reverse all the time. It also enabled me to narrow the front bumper, and it just helps a lot when you're weaving through trees like we do here a lot in East Tennessee. So what I did, first of all, I took off the fenders. So basically there's just some bolts on the top here. They're, what are they, Torx, and then a couple on the sides here, and that fender just comes right off. Let me open this up. Alright, so I don't know if you've ever had your fender off, but if you do, there's actually an inner fender in there. And what you're going to have to do if you're going to try this is to modify that inner fender. First thing you'll need to do is kind of move everything that you can out of the way on both sides. You'll have to relocate a lot of stuff too, like your battery and whatnot, because there's obviously not enough room in here now for a battery. So that battery I've got actually inside the Jeep, but if you're going to be trying this, I'm sure you'll be able to figure that out. So what you're going to do on the inner fender is to cut. You're going to make a slight cut on the inner side right here, and a cut on the outer side right here, and that'll allow you to bend it here. But you also need to make a V up the middle here. I'm going to show you on the other side too, because I messed up on the other side, but it allows you to see it better. But basically, let's say this is the engine bay here. This is the front. You're going to cut out a small V just about like that. It actually doesn't have to be as big as you would think because it'll overlap. So what you do is you cut out that V, you make a notch here and make a notch here on the inside, actually right about there, and then all you have to do is push this over, and you know, you can bolt it, weld it, rivet it, whatever you want to, and it ends up making it narrower. So let me show you on the other side. So here's the other side, and I kind of messed up on this side, but it actually shows you better what I did when I cut that V. On this side I just cut the V too wide, and it didn't give enough room to overlap. But basically I just started on one end, and you know, cut a V. You need to cut it about like that, and then meet at this end at the bottom of the V. So if you do it right, you'll be able to overlap it, hammer it back together, and then weld it shut, instead of having a big huge gap like this one. So on the front end, you basically have to cut everything out up to the grill. I tried using the side marker lights, and I think I did have side marker lights there for a while, but this Jeep sees a lot of abuse and they probably fell off. But it really doesn't work very well to try and keep your side marker lights, and you don't have enough room for a headlight right here. So I'm not a very good body guy, as you can see, but if you were good, I guess you could make up something to have some kind of a light in here. But so basically what I did was I took all of this, you know, the header panel off, the grill and everything off before I started this. And after I cut that V, I pushed the inside, the inner fender, as far over as I could up to the radiator, and then I took the top piece here that goes over the radiator. I don't remember what that's called, but I laid that over, and I just, you know, marked a line where I thought it needed to be, drilled a hole, and used you know, some of the bolts that were already in the fender to attach that back together as it sits on top of the radiator. What else? I cut this black piece shorter, what is that? Fiberglass, I think it is. I cut that shorter, and basically just, you know, took a Sawzall or whatever kind of angle grinder you've got and just whack everything off there even. And what else? So after all that was said and done, I got these hood pins online, and I just drilled a hole here and stuck the hood pins on, drilled a hole in the hood, and that just keeps your hood closed, because I had to cut off, you know, the little things on the side that keep your hood closed normally. One of the problems I had later on, after wheeling it for you know, a year or two like this, was that the front didn't have enough support, because it was only supported just by this little piece right here. So just as a quick fix, I just took this piece of flat bar and welded it in place onto something solid, and that holds the radiator from, you know, getting into your fan. It looks like crap, I know, but it works. And let me show you the fender and the hood real quick. So as far as the exterior fender goes, all I had to do to make that work was I bolted it on here in the back like normal, and then right here I just made a little V notch, and then I bent it in, and then, you know, bolted it in place with all the factory bolts. And obviously I had already cut out here for the larger tires, so that pretty much worked out like normal. When you bend it in, it does shorten it a little bit, so it's not quite as far out as it used to be. But since you had done the same thing with the inner fender, it still bolts right on. Now for the hood, again, it looks like crap, but it's functional. All I did for that was lay the stock hood down as far as it would go onto what I had and traced a line right there, and then just cut the hood. If I had to do it over again, I would probably cut the bottom on that line, leave the top a little longer, maybe an inch or so, and then bend it down so that you don't have this sharp edge. But again, I'm not much of a bodywork kind of guy. So the hood just closes like that, and then you put the pins in. And that keeps it closed. Alright guys, so that is how I narrowed the front of my XJ, or dovetailed the front. On the next project, the XJ crawler, the Scorpion crawler XJ project, I plan on dovetailing the front and the rear. Although on that one, I'm going to spend a little more time making it look pretty instead of this, which was just kind of something I decided to do on a whim, kind of a half-day project thing. But it's functional and it works, and this thing goes anywhere, so I'm not embarrassed by it at all, so you shouldn't be either. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe right here to the YouTube channel. Check out the Facebook page and the website BleepinJeep.com, where we've got BleepinJeep shirts like this one, the Tree Hugger tee, and we've got stickers, vinyl decals, all kinds of great stuff. BleepinJeep.com. What else? I guess that's it, guys. I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you in the next video.